Hello everyone. I am Martina Somorjai, an erection expert sexologist. I have created a unique online course in the world for restoring erections. Many people struggle with potency issues, mind them, but not everyone has access to this special opportunity for change. The majority take medication for their potency problems, which only further exacerbates the situation. Initially, their penis only fails them occasionally, but then it becomes more frequent. Eventually, if neglected and untreated, it can lead to impotence. Don't let this be your fate. You have come across this method for lasting erections without Viagra, known as the Potency program, or POP for short. Therefore, you can already feel chosen. I will briefly introduce this material. What can you expect from the 30-day POP challenge? A lot of new insights related to sexuality. Answers to your unspoken questions that you would ask if you were in sex therapy. Until now, these could only be heard from me in person. What I have taught throughout my life, here, with Kanalud. My clients have improved from just a fraction of the knowledge shared here. You will receive much more than they did. Take advantage of it. Use it. Be happy and keep your penis erect. Since 2016, I have been working full-time in sex therapy. That is, you hold in your hands at least half a decade of theoretical and practical experience, which, given that it's a relatively new field, is considered a lot in the profession. Most trained sexologists either never start practicing or they begin but quit within a year. Even among those who remain in the profession, many use it as a colorful sideline to complement other activities. However, I focus exclusively on sexology. All my attention, current concentration are directed towards a single topic, solving sexual problems and sexual development. This gives me every opportunity to thoroughly and deeply engage with the various aspects of sexuality that interest me. What are the most common sexual problems that people have approached me with from the beginning? At the beginning of my career, I assumed that mainly women would come to me, as I had listened to girls' complaints all my life about boys, inadequate performance, and lack of sexual expertise. In contrast, I was surprised to find that 95% of those seeking official advice were men. And almost everyone came with the same issues, either erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation. Fate continuously urged me to specialize in men's issues. And even though I always knew that this work would go smoothly for me, I did not expect such a level of success. I will never forget January 2018, when I had to deal with 50 people at once. It was then that I realized I wouldn't be able to change the world on my own. So I introduced my infamous waiting list. Since then, people have had to wait months to get in, which makes many sad. It pains me too to see that I can't help everyone. That's when I decided to share my knowledge in other ways with those who deserve it, so I can also help those who can't wait for the waiting list. But I was still searching for the solution. Ultimately, this intention guided the creation of my 2 already published books, and now the birth of the POP Potential program. I first discovered a new, previously unknown cause of potency disorder. Then I found another one. Then another one. Despite many inquiries, I embarked on a long research journey. Fortunately, my partner at the time wasn't bothered that on Sunday evenings, I was virtually dealing with nearly 100 men in the research. I initiated this survey kit because I realized that behind many erectile dysfunctions lies a certain habit of watching pornography. This phenomenon was still unknown in Hungary at the time, while I was continuously encountering it in my practice. I also wrote the article about porn addiction on Wikipedia in 2017. Some of my clients with porn addiction recovered, while others did not. I decided that, in a term, if I couldn't get theoretical background knowledge from anyone regarding this new problem, which is porn addiction, I would acquire it myself. As an innovator, I have always been excited by the mystery, intellectual novelty, and unexplored territory. So, I threw myself into it with great enthusiasm. Then I successfully delved into it so deeply, that while my interview subjects were addicted to pornography, I felt like I was slowly becoming dependent on researching pornography addiction, treating it, curing it, and developing the methodology. After I wrote a book about it, I also wanted to teach women how to arouse men who have difficulty achieving an erection. So I published another piece of writing. However, pornography addiction is not characteristic of every man with erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction results from many other factors as well. I didn't want to create a separate publication for each cause. Moreover, I realized that instead of reading a professional book, men prefer a spoon-feeding style. They want me to take them by the hand and explain one by one what they need to know about potency. Provide daily exercises and guidance alongside the theory. My clients enjoy this immensely. They crave guidance and happily fulfill further tasks. That's when I decided to develop an online potency program. A few words about the language and style of POP. Even if we wouldn't use informal language during a consultation, here I will write and speak in an informal tone. There will be humor, slang, and also more scientific parts. Please overlook these. The goal is to make the material easier to digest. Based on my survey, those struggling with sexual problems desire an exchange of experiences. I provide users of the POP program the opportunity to exchange experiences anonymously with each other. They will have this opportunity on Telegram and on the forum of my website, legenjobasex.hu. The duration of the potency program is 30 days. The training itself is this long because our cells renew every 21 days. Many treatments last 21 days plus 6. When we start a habit, it takes 21 days for it to become part of us. And many changes are visible after 21 days. But if it's already 21, then let it be 30 because it's a round number, a full month. How will you be able to monitor your progress? For the sake of your development, it's enough to answer briefly at to yourself and in the workbook. But of course, the more extensively you elaborate on each question I pose, after the various lessons, the better it is for you. Practically, this is a self-therapy. You are putting yourself in order with the help of the guidance. As I mentioned earlier, the clients who came to me received only a fraction of this material, and they got better because of it. You are getting much, much more than that. At the same time, to be completely sure that this program works, I had it tested before launching it on the market. I selected testers specifically for this program who followed the materials on a daily basis. I warmly welcome you to the Potency program as well. This will be a very special month in your life, where you will hear a lot of unusual and new information about sexology. Consider it a kind of further education, as this is a field of science that we don't learn about in school.